Meet Nay Lee in this exclusive Associated Press photo. She's the newly adopted daughter of Katherine Heigl and husband Josh Kelly.
She is my very, very smart, very compassionate, very big-hearted.
The superstar actress from Grey's Anatomy has an adopted daughter. Katherine Heigl welcomed a South Korean baby into her home 15 years ago. How is the girl now? Is Katherine taking care of her daughter alone? How is Katherine dealing with her health condition? Does she have any regrets about adopting this girl? Let's find out all the details and more. A new beginning for the baby. For many fans of Katherine, her journey into motherhood was in the 2007 movie Knocked Up. In reality, this year became a fresh start for Katherine Heigl as she married and started a family. Today they have a 15-year-old daughter, Nali, who they adopted from South Korea. Let's give you a backstory of Nali's life in South Korea. The little girl used to be in an orphanage. Nali Moon was lonely as a baby and had no warmth from a mother. After her birth in 2009, Nali's mother abandoned her at a hospital in Seoul City. The country's law for such cases involved a month of searching for Nali's mother. All efforts by the authorities to find her yielded no results. It seemed Nali's birth mother didn't want to be found. Sadly, the law had to give Nali the best option they had. She was taken to an orphanage and lived there for 9 months. The many cries and yearning for a mother's love were part of Nali's life, but she had to settle for the care she received at the orphanage. Her mother was gone forever. There was no coming back. Nali had it tough in her first 9 months as she faced congenital heart surgery. The little girl stayed in the orphanage until a miracle happened. Nali's life changed in ways no one imagined. What seemed like a sad beginning turned out to be the greatest blessing for little Nali. Among many children placed up for adoption, only a few like Nali got into safe homes. Katherine Heigl, one of the famous actresses in Hollywood, found Nali. How did this happen? Why was Katherine and Josh in South Korea? How did they find Nali? First, let's give you a gist on how the couple met. How did they meet? Katherine Heigl needs no introduction as she stands as one of Hollywood's bright lights. The actress has been on many movie sets. Grey's Anatomy has been one of her long-standing movie series. It even gave her an Emmy Award. Katherine has appeared in many blockbuster movies and popular television shows. In 2005, the Firefly Lane actress met Josh Kelly on the set of his music video. While Katherine is an enchanting actress, Josh is a songwriter and musician with hits like Amazing, Only You, and Georgia Clay. Katherine starred in her video for Only You, and she has been the only one for him since then. They got into a relationship as they were into each other. Katherine and Josh began having important discussions. 6 months after meeting Josh, she told him about her dreams of marriage and building a family. Katherine also told him how vital adoption was for her. She wasn't ready to trade these values for anyone. Josh Kelly also shared the same family dreams with Katherine. He didn't have a problem with adoption and decided together to achieve this goal. At 2007, Josh asked her to marry him. Katherine was eager to start a family. It's been one of the things she looked forward to. The actress told People, "I was fed up with trying to be somebody else, but I got fortunate and met a great guy who loved me for me. I always thought I would be scared, but I am ready. I'm 27, and I feel I've done more than most people will do in a lifetime. I'm ready to settle down, start a family, and build my Kelly empire." Katherine married Josh Kelly on the 23rd of December 2007, and they got into building their family. How adoption came into the picture? After marriage, their conversations about adoption became more focused. "We have talked about having biological children as well, but we decided to adopt first. I just wanted to be a mom, so however we do that, it's fine with me." Katherine wanted to start a family by adoption, and Josh supported her. Katherine and Josh became first-time parents after Nali's adoption. The journey to getting Nali was harrowing, yet heartwarming. In 2009, Katherine and Josh went all the way to South Korea to adopt a baby. Katherine had a strong connection to South Korea. Although she was the youngest of 4 children, her sister Meg was adopted from South Korea. She was adopted 3 years before Katherine was born. Regardless of their color difference, their parents taught them to love each other. It inspired Katherine to want the same in her marriage with Josh Kelly. "I wanted my own family to resemble the one I came from, so I always knew I wanted to adopt from Korea." The moment Katherine saw the little Korean baby, she felt a special connection. Katherine knew Nali was different. She said her mother instincts kicked in, and she knew the little girl was her daughter. Her husband, Josh Kelly, was all for parenting experience, and the couple began the legal process to get Nali. The actress had a thriving career at 31, and all she wanted was to be a mother to Nali. The adoption took 9 months as Katherine and Josh waited excitedly for their daughter. They couldn't wait to give Nali the life she deserved. Katherine recalled how she teared up waiting in Los Angeles for Nali to get to her and Josh finally. Baby Nali had been through so much with her open heart surgery. She needed extra surveillance before uniting with her parents. They were given a referral number to call about Nali. Katherine was in Atlanta for a movie production when she received the call. Josh was also present when they got the news that Nali had been cleared to meet them. Katherine recounted how excited and edgy she was. There were so many emotions swirling within her. The thought of finally being a mother made her nervous and expectant. Katherine had a special spot for Nali, who almost shares the same birthday with her. Nali was born a day before Katherine's birthday. Despite her heart surgery and complications, Josh and Katherine wanted to be her parents. They weren't seeking another child with fewer health issues. They wanted Nali. Joshua Kelly's father, who is a surgeon, also had a look at Nali's cardiogram and explained the risk of adopting her, but the couple kept their position. They had chosen their baby girl and would have no one else. After Nali's heart condition, she was healthy and in perfect shape, and that was all the couple cared about. They traveled to South Korea to receive their daughter. The moment they had her in their arms, they could see why it had to be Nali. Katherine said she finally understood how parents didn't need to have biological children to love them. Katherine and Josh named their little girl Nancy after Katherine's mother, Nancy Heigl. Katherine described Josh as accepting and supportive. Despite not having a background like hers, he opened up to the adoption process and loved Nali like his biological daughter. The couple took care of Nali and helped her heal from the tough heart procedure she underwent as an infant. They prioritized her care despite being first-time parents and learning to navigate her infancy. Who are Nali's birth parents and where are they now? Sadly, no one has the answers. Nali also isn't focused on getting those answers as she's received love, warmth, and family bonds with her parents of over 15 years. Katherine and Josh have given Nali hope and a better future. She will grow to be recognized as the heir to Katherine and Josh Kelly's fortune. Although the couples discussed adoption before their engagement, it didn't prevent them from the inevitable struggles of parenting Nali. How did Hollywood's prestigious actress handle motherhood? Let's have a look at that. Parenting and other struggles. Katherine is not only an actress in high-grossing movies like Knocked Up or Grey's Anatomy. She's also a great mother who has shown openness and love to the little kids in her life. However, with motherhood comes its struggle. It was difficult for the actress to be on screen and nurture Nali when they received her as a baby. She had to juggle her acting career and caring for her newborn. 3 days after they received Nali at 9 months, she had to travel to Atlanta for a movie shoot. Katherine thought she could balance motherhood and showbiz. She said, "At the time becoming a new mother, I was just like, I got it, I can handle this. You know, they've told us we can have it all. We can have careers and families, and it's all going to be great. It's all going to work out." Katherine soon discovered she couldn't have it the way she wanted. It took a while before she came back to Nali. Josh had instead bonded with their daughter as he was with her all the time. "I was always afraid I had missed this opportunity to bond with her and that she didn't love me." Katherine was a bit envious of her husband and Nali's closeness. She also had to learn to be present for Nali, as she didn't respond to the type of affection Katherine was giving her. The actress said it almost broke her heart, but she had to work on it. In a 2012 interview with a German newspaper said, "I fought very hard to be accepted as a mom by my daughter." The new mom struggled with finding balance, which was difficult at the early stage of parenting. Katherine often questioned her abilities to be a good mother to Nali, as she struggled to bond with her as quickly as Josh did. All she wanted to do was give love to her daughter, but it seemed Nali had a hard time adjusting to Katherine. She admitted to almost giving up. However, the social workers encouraged Katherine and helped her understand that Nali's reaction was normal and would change. Over time, Nali warmed up to her, and they grew closer than ever. When Nali became a teenager, Katherine said her love for Nali was never in question. However, there were moments when she feared she was doing a lousy job with motherhood. Although she described those times to be overwhelming, confusing, and lonely, Katherine appreciated Nali's composure. She said, "But even though I have failed at times to be the mother I expect of myself, I have somehow miraculously ended up with a daughter whose gentle spirit, sense of responsibility and goodness, beauty and patience astounds me." Despite the difficulties Katherine has faced in parenting, she said it was worth every moment. In Katherine's words, "There is no greater responsibility than motherhood." One of the challenging discussions Katherine and Josh had with teen Nolly was about racism. Katherine admitted it was a difficult conversation for her, as her job was to build up Nolly's confidence and not tear it down. She said she couldn't bring herself to explain their differences in society and how that affects Nolly. However, Katherine and Josh are open-minded to helping Nolly understand the reality of her society. They decided to teach Nolly about race by watching educational programs that focused on racism. Katherine said she's not sure what the future holds, but expressed hope. As of right now, we are so into it and confident as parents. We're in charge. Katherine Heigl has 3 children with Josh Kelly. They first adopted Nolly and chose to go for another adoption in 2012. It led them to Adelaide. They found her in the US and later gave birth to a son, Joshua, in December 2016. As a teenager, Nolly has to wear her big sister's pants because there's a lot of work to do. What type of lifestyle does Nolly have? Does she live in luxury? What do her parents think of her joining social media? Let's see how Nolly is doing in recent times, how the millionaire heir lives today. Katherine has ensured her kids are off the spotlight. As a way to protect them, the couple moved from Los Angeles to Utah. One of their reasons was to get off the media attention. Katherine reported that she didn't want to raise her kids in Hollywood. "I didn't know how to raise them in Los Angeles, so I felt like I could do it here. I could be more on top of things that scare me, and I could be more on top of the kinds of friends they have, places they are going, and the kind of activities they are involved in. I could tell what they were doing on their phones." Speaking of phones, Nayli doesn't have one even though she's 15. In a 2021 interview, Katherine told parents that her teen daughter is one of 2 kids at school who doesn't own a phone. Katherine's no phone policy is to ensure Nayli gets an everyday teenage life off the spotlight. "I know she thinks I'm being a tyrant, but I worry about the effect of social media on kids her age. Go ahead and hate me. I'm trying to save you." As a mother, Katherine hopes to protect her sweet girl the best she can. Despite her efforts, Nolly sometimes sneaks her mother's iPad to create TikTok videos. Kids today. It might be difficult for Katherine Heigl to keep her daughter off social media, but she's willing to give it a try. Although Katherine has done her best to keep them off the spotlight, she occasionally gives updates on her children's lives. Katherine shares beautiful pictures of Nayli and her siblings on Instagram. Katherine and Josh have raised their kids in a loving environment filled with love and serenity. In November 2020, Katherine shared photos of Nolly having a sweet moment with her family to celebrate National Adoption Month. She asked others to recognize the need for forever homes for children in foster care. Katherine has given her best shot at providing Nolly with a life without media. However, she takes Nolly on some work trips. Little Nayli's first appearance was on The View show, where she was seen being carefree. In 2022, Nolly was part of the audience on a talk show Katherine made an appearance. Katherine is also a happy mom who has taken time off the hassle of Hollywood to focus on her kids. With her and Josh Kelly's decision to live in Utah, Nolly has gotten a break from the spotlight. It also allowed Katherine to have a less stressful life as an actress. Speaking to Entertainment News, Katherine said, "I could kind of decompress and let that hustle part of me go a bit." Although Katherine hasn't taken a bow from acting, she said she's learned to separate her career from her family to ensure balance. She described their new life in Utah as perfect for raising Nolly as her siblings. "Having the freedom to be ourselves as fully as we can be without the extra scrutiny is really what made Utah sacred to us. The people here have been incredibly welcoming, kind, and supportive. It's a real community." Utah gives Nolly more time with her parents and the new friends in her neighborhood. Nolly enjoys a quiet life on her family's ranch and spends her time bonding with those who matter to her. It's unclear if Nolly also has a passion for acting or wants to pursue a music career. However, her parents opened up about their eagerness to guide her in whichever path she chose. Katherine expressed this on Nolly's 15th birthday. In a sweet post studded with many red hearts, Katherine wrote, "Happy birthday, my perfect girl. I'm so incredibly proud of you. I believe so much in you. No matter where this world takes you, I've got you. I love you with every fiber of my being, every cell in my body, from the very depths of my soul." Josh wasn't left out of the beautiful moment, as he dropped a lovely comment on the post. He wrote, "My baby," with a red heart. Katherine never stopped showing love to her daughter. To Katherine and Josh, Nolly will always be the little girl they were so excited to build a family with. No matter how old she gets, she'll always have the support of her parents. The couple now share 3 children, and they have spoken about their growth. For Katherine, Nayli will always be her special gift. In an emotional tribute to Nayli, Katherine said the little girl gave her purpose, direction, and meaning. She and Josh are grateful for the boundless love Nolly brought into their lives and wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. What other way is Katherine keeping her far from the world's negativity? Katherine and Josh have prioritized their children's education. They have ensured that Nolly gets the best form of learning to give her better chances at pursuing her dreams when she gets older. Katherine has also stressed the importance of instilling confidence in her children. She doesn't want Nolly to lose authenticity or give in to societal pressure. The mom has made it a duty to keep her children aware of their abilities as they grow into adulthood. Despite the many hurdles in their relationship, Nolly has built a strong bond with her parents. She knows how much they love her and how present they are to hold her hands through challenging moments in her childhood. Katherine Heigl describes Nolly as intelligent, compassionate, and big-hearted. She fondly calls her mommy's little helper. At 15, Nolly also enjoys being a big sister to Adelaide and Joshua. She might not have access to share her experiences through social media, but she's living in luxury. Her parents, Katherine and Josh Kelly, own a fortune from their successful careers in acting and music. Katherine is one of Hollywood's richest and most famous actresses. She has appeared in many blockbusters and is known for her excellent acting skills. Her influence in the film industry has also translated millions of dollars into her name. Celebrity Lover estimated Katherine's net worth to be $30 million. At the prime of her career, Katherine was one of the highest paid actresses in the world. Her role as Dr. Izzy Stevens on Grey's Anatomy earned her millions. She received $6 million as earnings for her role in 27 Dresses and The Ugly Truth. In 2010, she was paid $12 million for her feature in Killers and Life as We Know It. Katherine's highest career payment was in the 2012 movie One for the Money, where she earned a whopping $15 million. Katherine has had a successful career, and Josh has also done well in the music industry. Their fortune affords Nolly a life of luxury. However, her parents have chosen to give her a normal childhood, as they want Nolly to appreciate the significant things in life. It doesn't stop her from being one of the heirs to their fortune. Today, Nolly has transformed into a dazzling young adult. Her life at 9 months is way different from how she's grown in the past 15 years. The young teen has a calm composure. As she navigates this phase of her life, she's learning to have a unique identity. Nolly has grown to be an intelligent girl who is aware of her place in the world, and she has Katherine and Josh to thank for that.